Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the planets Rahu, Saturn and Sun. The planets Saturn and Sun are gonna be in the Capricorn sign and it's gonna be aspected by the planet Rahu. Rahu will be throwing its ninth aspect on the planets Sun and Saturn. Rahu represents a lot of things. It represents uncertainty. It represents losses. It represents sudden gains and sudden losses. It creates an illusion in the life of human beings. Rahu also represents destruction. It also represents lotteries, stock market, gambling, diseases, secret enemies, etc., etc., etc. So Rahu will be throwing its aspect on Sun and Saturn, and Sun and Saturn are enemies. Though at times they can become friends also, because Saturn and Sun are son and father. Saturn is the son and Sun is the father. So at this point in time, Rahu aspecting these two planets can create some turmoil in the life of human beings. Saturn is all about hard work, perseverance, patience, persistence. Saturn also represents spiritual growth, meditation, and your religion, while Sun represents your soul. It represents courage, determination, and your willpower. So Rahu will be affecting these two planets at this point in time. Seeing the planetary positions and Rahu aspecting these two planets, Sun and Saturn, I want to tell you all something today. I want to tell you all that during this time, there could be turmoil in your life. There could be some setbacks in your life. There could be some disappointments in your life. There could be some fears in your life. There could be some failures in your life. But let me tell you all that these failures, these disappointments, these fears will not last very long. You are going to experience these failures from the 14th of January 2022 until 13th of February 2022, when Rahu will be aspecting both these planets, Sun and Saturn. In spite of your failures, your disappointments, your setbacks, you are going to bounce back in life after this time. After the 13th of February 2022. A setback is a setup for comeback. So at this point in time, in spite of you facing problems, difficulties, worries, sorrows at this point in time, you will bounce back after 13th of February 2022. Why shouldn't give too much importance to one's problems and difficulties? Because the more importance you give to your trouble, it doubles. But if you ignore and avoid that trouble, it will subside. So in other words, I want to tell you all that don't trouble that trouble at this point in time. Don't focus on those troubles, those worries, those sorrows which you face at this point in time. Rather, you should focus on the brighter side of your life. You should focus on the work which you have in your hand. Your karmas at this point in time will be very important. You should act at this point in time. Some people tell me that we pray a lot. But I believe that prayer without action is simply wishing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pray. But at the same time, you need action in your life. You need to act on your life at this point in time. You will be distracted by your sorrows, your worries, your disappointments, your fears at this point in time. But you need to focus on your work, your purpose of life at this point in time. The difficulties, the problems, the sorrows, the miseries we see in our life are the distractions we see in our life when we have our eyes off our goal. In other words, you shouldn't get distracted from your goals at this point in time, which simply means action, action, despite the distraction. So you need to focus and concentrate on your life, on your work at this point in time. If you keep praying and not act on your life, then you will not reach anywhere in your life. You need to give importance to your karmas in your life. I mean, your karmas should be in sync with your moral values at this point in time. Whatever hardships, whatever problems you face at this point in time, your focus should be on doing the right thing at this point in time. And if you don't know where you are going at this point in time, you must know where to go. I mean, even if you lose way in your life, even if you don't know on which road you are traveling, but you must know your destination. I repeat, even if you don't know where you are going at this point in time, you must know where to go. I mean, you must know that you have to go to God. You have to take his or her help at this point in time. You have to take God's help at this point in time. And you need to build a very strong spiritual foundation, a strong spiritual background at this point in time. Because only your belief, your faith in God can bring you out of this situation. I mean, you can only snap out of this situation if you have that belief in God. You know, at this point in time, even if you don't see a bridge in front of you, I mean a bridge in that river, take that step, knowing that God will help you to cross that river. Even if that river doesn't have a bridge, have that faith, have that belief that when you take a step in that river, a plank will appear. When you take another step, another plank would appear. And these planks will be put there by God. So you need to do your part and let God do his part. I mean, you need to do what you should be doing and leave the rest to God. You know, if you don't see any sort of doors in front of you, I mean the doors of opportunity in front of you, then I'll suggest you all to build those doors and then open. You may be faced with life-changing situations at this point in time, life-altering situations at this point in time, but your spiritual background, your spiritual foundation will help you to come out of that situation. In other words, if you face a storm at this point in time, the only thing which can help you is your faith in God, your belief in God. Well, if you are an atheist, you can believe in yourself, because what is in God, it is in you also, because you are part of God. I believe that you are a masterpiece because you are the piece of the master, that is God. You know, at this point in time, you can face problems in any area of your life, in any sphere of your life, in any field of your life, in any arena of your life. I mean, you can face problems in your business, your job, your career, your profession, your health, your relationships, your love relationships, with your money, with your near or dear ones, etc., etc., etc. But if you keep that faith, that belief in God, that God is gonna protect you, then you are gonna become a winner at this point in time. You are gonna snap out of this situation unscathed. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about this Rahu aspecting the planets Sun and Saturn in the Capricorn sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you can contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase your luck in your life, then I want to tell you all that I have several remedies for you. You know, these remedies which I'm talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion, because I believe that there is only one God in this universe. I'm talking about that God who has created this universe. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains. So if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, prosperity, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, etc., 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 then also you can contact me. And if you want a Vastu visit of your flat, office, home, residence, factory, etc., 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 then also you can contact me. And if you are hell bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.